Hi everybody, Angie here, coming on to do a video with you guys for the open collaboration hosted by Pam at the Paper Outpost and Louise Heinzel Art and Junk Journaling. This is episode number 3, and the challenge is to do a collage with any 5 items that begin with the letter of your name. So for me it's Angie, so I have chosen 5. It was kind of challenging. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we will see. I have chosen angels, antlers, Atlantic Ocean, Africa, and a couple flowers, asters and angelicas. And I just chose Angelica because it's close to my name. Okay, so that's what I'm going to collage with. I did a couple digital printables on these items. And with the papers that I had left, I just printed it on regular white coffee paper. And it was like a 4x6 size, so I tore off the excess of those pieces, and I just glued 3 of them together as a base that I'm going to collage on. And it's almost about an 8.5 by 11 size, I think. What is that? Yeah, 8.5 by about 13. So I didn't want those little scrap pieces to go to waste, so I figured I'd just use those as a base to collage on. So here are my items. I just fussy tore out. I have 2 angels. I have a couple deer with the antlers. Here's an image of the Atlantic Ocean, and then there's Africa in there, Antarctica, so plenty of things with A on that. And then here's my 2 floral elements. These are asters, and these are angelicas. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick collage with those. I brought in some background papers, just some pieces that I had for scraps. There's book page and music page and a couple little just scrap pieces. So I thought we'd just use that as a background and see what we could come up with. I initially thought once I get this collage done that possibly I can cut them down into either journal cards or tags or something like that, or I don't know. But then the size of this, I thought if it comes out decent, I could almost even cut this down and use it as like a journal cover, you know, for your signature. So yeah, well, anyway, let's get started. Let's just glue these pieces down and see what we can come up with. And I'm not going to do it in any specific order. I am just going to lay these pieces down and let's see what we can come up with. Okay, I have really been enjoying this collaboration with these 2 ladies. They are just amazing, so much fun, and that's what it's all about, just having fun, challenging yourself, getting out of your own head and kind of just playing with things. And let's maybe put this one over here and just having some fun. So it's you've definitely achieved that, ladies. So thank you so very much for making this a collaboration that everyone can get involved with. And I'm just going to kind of go over the edges there, and I'll trim off the excess. Put that one there. Looks good. Maybe I can put this piece in here just for a little color. That looks like, yeah, that'll fit right there. And let's see, maybe bring in some more book page. Maybe put this down here. Yeah, let's do that first. This over the top for a little bit of color, a little bit of pop. And normally I would ink the edges, but I thought I would try a little something different this time, and you don't need all that. Maybe instead of inking on the edges, I would color along the edges with my watercolor colored pencils. Sorry, my colored pencils, and I have those, yeah, right here somewhere. Okay, so I thought we'd try that. So that's covered. I want to kind of bring in a little bit of this paper for some reason, though, just for some added color. Let's just put a piece of this down. And I'm not doing this in any, just putting it down. Okay, I think that's enough. We've got that. Let me bring those pieces back in. We've got it covered. Now I just need to trim off the back, clean it up. And then I thought I would overlay the other elements on top and just see what we come up with, and possibly cut those down and make some journaling cards or something like that. Okay, scrap pieces are used. Let me just kind of straighten that out just a bit because of the glue stick. Okay, and then I just thought I would just bring these pieces in somewhere and see what we can come up with. Maybe that there. Separate these flowers since I've got two angels, put those separately. I kind of like that there. Maybe something like that. Maybe something like that. What do you think? Not too bad, huh? Okay, I'm just going to leave those as is, and we are just going to start tacking that down. See what we come up with here. Okay, let's tuck him under. So yeah, I came up with, I had to actually Google to try and get an idea of some A words. I mean, a lot came to mind, you know, quick and easy, like airplane and alligator, things like that, but things that would kind of, I don't know, go together cohesively, I don't know, and I don't know so much if these even go together, but animal, So, you know, I kind of winging it, but we'll see what we come up with. We'll see how the finished look is. And I wanted something with some color. So the only flower that came to mind was aster. So that I had to Google and find another flower that started with A. And that's this one, which was the Angelica. And I was like, yep, it's close to my name. I gotta use it. I was pleasantly surprised by how many flowers there are with the letter, beginning with the letter A. Which some of them look a little bit more like a weed than a flower, but I learned something just in this collage. So again, ladies, thank you. Oh, that one slipped a little bit off of the page, but that's okay. Just make sure my ends are down. And there we go. And then I thought, just to take it one step further, like I said, normally I would ink around the edges with some distress ink, but I thought I'd go through, and I think there's plenty of color on this page. I thought I would go through with either some black or brown, and let's do the black. Oh, that's brown. Just on a few of them. It doesn't have to be around all of them, but it might add a little something. You can blend colored pencils a bit, but not much. Okay, maybe around this one. So that doesn't look quite so harsh. Try to smudge that out just a bit. Blend it just a tad bit. And not too bad. The challenging part was finding 5 things to collage with that kind of go together with your letter. Name of your, you know, that was the challenging part. And like I said, I don't know how well these go together, but this is my choice, and what I'm going with for this one. Almost want to just kind of, for some reason, emphasize those corners. I may end up having to cut this down though, but let's see. Let's fold this in half. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so there's my collage, guys. I've got angels, I've got antlers, I've got asters, I've got Angelicas, and I've got the Atlantic Ocean, and I covered it up, but there's Africa in there, and animal. So I've got all my bases covered as far as the 5 elements. I'm going to cut off her head there, her little top piece, and let's see, if we fold this in half, that's going to give us, it's kind of a large. Let's go to about there. I think that's about, oops, this one isn't glued down there. We need to reinforce that piece. Okay. And give it a chance to catch. And maybe come to about there. Bring in my bone folder here. Okay, so that will give me a, if I fold it there, almost 5.5 inches, so that's good. And then on this one, you come in and maybe I could just trim that down just a little bit. Let's see, did I cut her off? A little bit more, I'm thinking. So I was thinking about doing a, there we go. Yeah, and that will be a side tuck for a journal cover, or a signature cover, not an actual journal cover, but a signature cover. And then do a, grab my, sorry for the noise there, guys. Let's do a little thumb pull. Just guess the halfway mark with my envelope punch board there. And we'll glue up these sides. Overage there. Clean that up. And there we go. I've got a nice little signature cover for a journal. And I don't think that's quite straight. Let me see if I can clean that up just a tad, because that will bother me if I don't. Okay. Yeah, it's a little better. And actually what I can almost even do, I've got some lace here. let's just do that. And there we go, guys. I am done. This is not folding quite as straight as I would like. There. Okay, that is my collaged page using 5 items that start with the beginning, start with the letter of my name. Angels, Antlers, Asters, Angelica's, Atlantic Ocean. I've got animal. I've got Africa hidden behind there. And I have turned my collage page into a signature cover for a journal, which finished size is 5.5 by 8.5. Not bad. That was really fun. Turned out better than I thought. I like how she sits right there. That looks really nice too. And I've got a little tuck spot, and then I can just sew my signature pages in there, and I've got myself a nice cover. Okay, well, this is a bittersweet moment. This is our last week. If you guys want to follow along to see what everybody is doing with this challenge, all you got to do is do hashtag the Crazy Craft Challenge. This is episode 3, and it is unfortunately the last, unless these wonderful ladies come up with something else that they want to share with us. But thank you so much, ladies, for including everyone and allowing us all to join in this wonderful crafting challenge. I had loads and loads of fun. Okay, so thank you so much. I will put their links in the description box below. I hope you like the project. I hope you like the piece, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.